Hello Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever else this goes on. This is Ebenika and Dominique talking about our political views regarding Mitt Romney, Obama, and the troops in Afghanistan. So, what don't you like about Mitt Romney?
To be honest, I don't like Mitt Romney because I think he looks down on women, and I think it's a big slap in the face because we've worked super hard. We went into outer space. We've also went overseas to fight in the wars, and we help a lot in society and in our communities and everywhere pretty much, and I think it's a big slap in the face.
Yeah, regarding that, I don't like that he wants to make the pay less for women because women work just as hard as men, if not more.
I agree. I absolutely agree with you.
So many people have died in the past fighting for women's rights. Like, how many more people have to die?
Exactly, and that's what I think. And I hope that America sees that when they go to the voting polls.
Yeah, and he's got the same slogan the KKK used, keep America American. That's just ridiculous. I mean, using that as an example, gays today is basically the way it was with black people. Segregating and trying to make rights, basically. And I think that's stupid. In a few years, people are going to look back on it and see how stupid it is. Just like Romney, he's very stupid. Because he doesn't support gays, and that's a big community he's missing out on.
Yeah, and it kind of reminds me about how that today we read it in books and stuff about how hard it really was to be black and back then with Martin Luther King. And it really was hard, and we all worked together. All of us, we worked together, and we stood up for each other. We fought for each other, and we did everything we could to help and support each other. And that's exactly what we need to do now with women's rights. It's the same exact thing. I mean, it's kind of hard for me because not only am I black, but I'm also a woman. And as soon as I'm old enough to vote, I'm not gonna like this, and I deserve to be treated just like everybody else in this world and in this country.
Exactly. For you and I, it's really difficult because he's against gays, he's against black, and he's against women. You're black and you're a woman, and I'm black, gay, and a woman. So it's difficult for both of us. If you're a woman and you vote for him, and if you're a black woman and you vote for him, you're stupid. And if you know someone that's gay, you have a relative that's gay, black, woman, you're stupid to vote for him. Now, he said something about rape that was really, really stupid. He said that it's not real rape unless, you shouldn't get abortion unless it's real rape. And he believes that a woman's body can just basically stop the sperm from making a baby. No.
It's not, I don't believe it's actually scientifically proven. I mean, I could be wrong, but, you know, it's the same exact thing. It's just like having regular sex. If you're not protected and if you're on your ovulating days, you can get pregnant, and it doesn't matter if you're raped or not. And I think that he just doesn't realize that. And obviously, he's not a woman, so he wouldn't know. Right.
Clearly, he's not a woman. He's a dick.
Oh, yeah.
Another thing he wants to do is make mentally handicapped people pay more money on taxes and more money on everything, as well as immigrants, even if they become American citizens. That's horrible.
It is. It really is. And a thing that I want to fully give my support up to Obama, because even though things have been kind of shaky in the beginning of his term, he did have to clean up from what Bush did, and Bush was not a good president.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of work, and I know it must have been hard for him because he must have felt that he might be letting down our country because it didn't seem like he was getting as much stuff done as he said he was going to. But in the end, he pulled together, and he really did do what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I think that we give him the second term, America's going to come to a lot better place than what it is right now.
Yeah, he's going to make it better for the lower class, not just the upper class. And more than likely, whoever's watching this video, you're more than likely a part of the lower class or middle class.
What do you think about lower class and upper class? Like, what do you think is the actual definition of them?
Personally, I can't say upper class is the people that work harder because, I mean, look at reality TV shows. They're part of the upper class, and all they do is have someone follow them around. You're not working.
Yeah.
Now, I know people that are in the lower middle class who work their ass off and still a part of the lower middle class.
Right.
I personally think it's just who you know, really. I don't like it.
Every time I think of upper class, lower class, middle class. I think of the movie Titanic. And you know what? In the end, upper class, middle class, and lower class, they all died. So it doesn't matter how much money you have or how much money you don't have. You're all equal. You're all the same people. And no matter what, even if you have more money, if this president, Romney, if he becomes president, it doesn't matter who you are because you're still under his law.
Exactly. You're still screwed. Now, Obama. What are some things you like that Obama has done?
I think Obama stayed commitment. I think he stayed committed to his commitment and he really fulfilled his duties. And I think his wife supported him. I mean, his wife has so much to offer for our country because she went into school, she helped kids with weight problems, she helped the schools try to have healthier foods, help the kids be in a better environment, and help the whole clean up after yourself and community service. And not only that, she started a gardening project which will help kids eat more vegetables and more fruit so that they can stay healthier. And I really support her and I like that. And Obama, I think he's just at a really good place right now. I mean, he has a wife that has a very good reputation, and Obama, not just because he's black would I vote for him, but because he's really fulfilled his duties. He really has, and he's made this country a lot better than Bush and Romney will ever make it.
Yeah, I agree completely. And at one point, he was a part of the lower class.
Mm-hmm.
So he understands this struggle, the daily struggle that we have to go through. It's not like he was rich and then just thrown into presidency.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone through the struggle. And I think that's the best thing, to be honest.
Another thing about the KKK, I don't really know that much about it. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't really know their protesting or where they're coming from, so I don't know why Rodney would choose that slogan. Could you explain that?
I honestly don't know. There's a lot of things he's been doing while he's trying to become president that I don't agree with, obviously, but that I don't understand politically he would say, because it just makes no sense to me. You're getting rid of so many groups of people by certain things you say. You need to watch what you say, basically.
Right. I agree. And I think that even if he wins, or if he doesn't, I think that he's going to have a very, very, very bad reputation, and I think people are, to be honest, I think people are going to go after him because they're not going to do what he has to say, and they're just not going to put up with his shit.
Yeah. Yep. Completely agree. I think all of the gangster thugs of New York City that are gay should chase him. Go after him.
Now what about the Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A. That's a story on its own. It's a restaurant. I'm sure everybody's heard of it already. And they're just like a KFC, basically. Fast food restaurant. And yes, they've got good food, but they are very religious. I mean, you can go on their bags, their fast food bags, and you've got Bible quotes on there. And the CEO of that company actually said publicly that he's against gays altogether. He said, if you come to the restaurant and you buy our food, okay, we'll give you the food, but that's just because you're giving us your money. That's stupid, you know? Bad business choice. Very bad.
What do you have to say about Romney and his being against gay? Why do you think it's a big deal if you're gay or not? Why do you think that he shouldn't be not so rude about gays?
Because I think the world's evolving, and people now, some are becoming more open about it, and they're able to actually see that it's pointless to be against it, because marriage is supposed to be between two people that love each other. Now, you look at Vegas, for example, people go there all the time and get married to someone they met overnight. And that's completely legal. Now, two gay people can't do that have been together for 12, 16, 20 years. That's dedication.
Yeah.
And they just want that one day that everybody else gets because they're human. Just like a prom, everybody looks forward to that.
Yep.
It's a landmark in your life. I mean, when you're dead,
you're dead.
You're dead. So, how do you feel about the troops?
Well, first of all, my brother is a Navy SEAL, and my sister is a Marine.